Hello and welcome to my latest video where you'll be following my journey from London Heathrow Terminal 5 to New York's JFK. I'm flying British Airways Club World in a club suite and we'll jump straight on board with a taxi and takeoff. The aircraft we're flying today is a 3.5-year-old 777-300 registration G-STBO. I'd started my journey in Newcastle earlier this morning and the connection was smooth and seamless. It had been over a year since I'd taken my last BA long-haul flight, so I was really looking forward to this. I had, however, flown on BA's older Club World product a month prior to this, when they deployed the 787 Dreamliner on the Frankfurt route. I'll leave a link in the top corner to that video, as it was quite interesting flying into Heathrow through Storm Noah. As we taxied out to runway 9 right, and we're pretty much rolling straight away. I do like the takeoff from the easterly runway at Heathrow. As if you're on a westbound flight, a window seat on the starboard side of the aircraft gives you sweeping views of the airport as the pilot points the nose of the aircraft towards the west. So let's sit back, watch the takeoff and those sweeping views.
Welcome to those of you returning from our executive club and those of you joining from our One World Alliance partners. May I remind you to keep your seatbelt fastened.
With England being, well, England, it wasn't long before we were climbing into the clouds. So with nothing to see outside, let's have a look around the seat in the IFE. There's plenty of space in this suite, so it's great to see it being rolled out across the 787 and A380 fleets. There's a small cubby in the top section of the seat, and this is where you can store things like your phone, chargers, etc. This is where you'll also find the remote control for the IFE. The white company pillows that BA provide in Club World are so comfortable and plushy. They also supply a blanket and a thin topper to go on the seat when it's in lie flat mode. In that top storage area is where you'll find the outlet for your headphones. You'll also find a power outlet as well as 2 USB-A ports. Let's take a look at the IFE. Back in 2023, BA teamed up with Paramount and have an extensive catalogue of programs from them as well as lots of other content. I don't normally watch the IFE when flying, I'd rather just watch the moving map. Is it just me that does this, or do others do it too? The IFE was slightly laggy to start with, but it must have warmed up as I had no other issues with it throughout the rest of the flight. As mentioned, the moving map was my go-to. So I go what I like to view. For me, it's just a shame there aren't any outside camera views. That would make it perfect. I set up the moving map, and it was time to get settled in for some food. As you can see, the meal was nicely presented. I had salmon to start with, lamb for my main course, and apricot souffle for dessert. Let's have a look through the amenity kit that you're given in business class. The amenity kit has been the same for a little while now, but I like everything that you get in there, and I find I use most of it. I have even been known to use the eye masks when not on a flight. I've read reviews of the BA Club suite, and people saying that the door isn't high enough, but personally, I find the suite quite private. On this 777-300, I was sat in the rear business class cabin in seat 19A, and found I couldn't see anyone from my seat, and they couldn't see me. When sat in the rear cabin, all the meals and drinks are served in the forward galley, with a crew station at the bulkhead in front of row 19. Around 75 minutes before arrival, afternoon tea was served. I wasn't that hungry, so opted for a cup of tea only. After we started our initial descent, the flight deck explained that there would be lots of turns to get us lined up with the runway today. I was slightly excited that we might be landing on 13 left, but unfortunately it wasn't to be the case, and we eventually lined up for runway 4 right at JFK. Well, that was the first international flight in over a year, and it was over. The flight had been a good one, with great food, a very comfortable suite, and excellent friendly crew. And as we taxied and pulled onto stand in Terminal 8, I managed to get a distant view of downtown Manhattan, a great end to the flight. So, have you flown in BA's Club Suite? If you have, what did you think? If you haven't, is it something that you would choose? Anyway, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, you enjoyed it, and want to see more of my content, please hit the like and subscribe button. Goodbye from me, and see you on the next Lee's Travels video.